So, have you been on YouTube lately and thought, something looks a little different? Well, if the video player has been feeling kind of new to you, you're not imagining things. Yep, YouTube has just rolled out a major global redesign of its entire viewing experience. And in this explainer, we're going to break down not just what's changed, but more importantly, why it actually matters for how you watch your videos. All right, let's dive right in. YouTube's big facelift. The main goal behind this whole thing is actually pretty simple. They want to create a cleaner, less cluttered view, so the focus goes right back where it belongs, on the video itself. It's that classic idea, right? Make the interface kind of fade into the background, so the content can really shine. The biggest, most in-your-face change is the move away from those old, solid, blocky controls. Now we've got these new, rounded, see-through buttons. The idea is simple. They cover up less of the video, so your view isn't as interrupted when you pause or interact with the player. It's all about cutting down on that visual noise. They've also thrown in some small, kind of fun touches to spice things up. For instance, you might see a cool new animation pop up when you hit the like button on certain videos. It's a subtle thing, for sure, but it's all part of making the whole platform feel a bit more dynamic and personal. Now, this redesign isn't some one-size-fits-all update. What's really interesting is that the changes actually look and feel a little different depending on where you're watching, on your phone, your desktop, or your TV. So let's break that down. Okay, so on your phone, both Android and iOS, the layout's been shuffled around for clarity. You'll probably notice the channel and subscribe info is now grouped on the left, while your action buttons like and save are over on the right. Tapping between the description, chapters, and comments also feels way smoother. And even the double tap to skip forward has this slick, less jarring animation now. Now, on your desktop, you get that same clean, translucent overlay. But honestly, the biggest functional upgrade here is in the comments section. We finally have threaded replies. This makes following long conversations so much easier than it used to be. It's a real game changer for community interaction. But the reaction to the web redesign hasn't been all sunshine and roses. Some viewers feel that the new rounded, kind of bubbly look feels more at home on a tablet and maybe a little out of place on a big desktop screen. It's always a risk when you're trying to create one unified design, right? And what about on your smart TV? Well, the control bar is way smaller and less blocky now, which is awesome because it keeps more of the picture visible when you pause. They've also made the controls consistent with the other platforms, so you don't have to relearn where everything is every time you switch screens. So, with all these new changes, how do you make them work for you? The great news is you're not just stuck with the defaults. Let's spend a couple of minutes tuning up your player to really optimize the whole experience for your own viewing habits. Here are 5 key settings you should definitely check out. We're talking toggling autoplay, setting your double tap seek length, adjusting caption styles, locking in your video quality defaults, and getting the hang of the new comments view. Let's dig into a couple of the most useful ones. Okay, on mobile, for example, you can actually change how far you jump ahead when you double tap the screen. The default is 10 seconds, but if you like shorter hops or longer skips, you can set it to anything from 5 seconds all the way up to a full minute. Super simple, but a pretty powerful little customization. This next one is all about managing your data, and it is brilliant. In your quality settings, you can now tell YouTube to automatically use higher picture quality when you're on Wi-Fi, but then switch to a data saving mode when you're on your cell network. It's a fantastic way to avoid any nasty surprise data charges without even thinking about it. And hey, quick bonus tip for you, try switching to the dark theme. Seriously, those new see-through design elements are way more noticeable and, let's be honest, they just look a lot sleeker against that dark background. It really makes the whole new design language pop. So, after going through all these changes in settings, what's the new bottom line? What does this redesign really mean for you and your daily YouTube habit? Well, it really just boils down to 3 core improvements. First, you see more of the video because the controls are less intrusive. Second, jumping around in a video is just smoother and less jarring. And third, especially on desktop, actually keeping up with long comment threads is a much better experience. Now look, not everyone is in love with the new bubbly aesthetic, but functionally, it's a clear step forward that's all about small, meaningful improvements. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. This whole update proves that tiny tweaks can make a huge difference. So what's the one small change that would make your YouTube experience absolutely perfect?